Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I want to share a story I had which made me come to a realization. So there's a girl. This girl was a normal college girl. Youthful body, all the curves, excited about the future. Now as the days passed by, she started dating a man who was slightly older than her. He was a policeman who was stationed nearby where her college was. This guy was gentlemanly. He treated her right, took her on dates, supported her needs while in school, just your typical good boyfriend. He genuinely loved her. Now, after a while, another guy who owned an electronics shop started noticing this chick. He knew that she was dating the policeman, but he wanted her so badly. Now, in a strange twist of fate, this policeman was posted to another town for some policeman duties for a few months. He bid his darling goodbye and off he went. Of course, now that the shepherd was gone, the wolf could step in. So the electronics guy swooped in and took this girl on a couple of dates. Of course, she was excited because he was extravagant, he was loud, he was self-obsessed, kind of arrogant like this. Like he just showed like he had the whole world under his feet, you know? This was kind of different from how the policeman was. You see, the policeman was a little bit reserved. He was not stingy, but he wasn't extravagant. He wouldn't like spend his things all willy-nilly. And he really treated the chick well. He lived a simple but comfortable life. So after a couple of dates, the girl decided to switch teams and started dating the electronics guy. Of course, a few weeks later, when this policeman now comes back, he notices his sweet lamb has been taken away by a ravenous wolf. And the girl was so unkind about it. She started showing him madharau, even in the way she spoke to him. Hey, the policeman only saw my label and he stepped back. After all, she has the right of choice. So anyway, he decided to try his luck with another girl. He found a suitable girl in the same college and he now wanted to ask her out. Now on the other side, our chick who had been enjoying life with this hula baloo, loud, extravagant electronics guy was about to receive a rude shock. This guy was married. He was actually married. And his mama was back in their hometown. Huko kwa kijiji. See, the wife had caught wind of his meandering ways and decided, I'm just going to find out what's happening and set things straight. So what did she do? She promptly comes and then she bumpers the chick in this guy's house and she fukuzas her vizuri na vishindo. Ilibidi mse amtoke tu just to preserve his marriage.
Sorry.
Now, our chick, humiliated and disillusioned, she comes back to college, only to hear that this police guy has now started dating another chick in the same college. You can imagine the athletics her heart was performing. She knew there was a favorite sport he liked frequenting all the time, and she knew this guy amepeleka udem to that place. So what did she do? She dashed there in a hurry, quick. Immediately she saw the policeman and this other chick. She broke down, my guy, as in tears, sobbing, red eyes, gasping for air. She apologizes profusely, begged him to take her back. The guy was having none of it. My friend, she has hurt him. See, she chose Mr. Electronics. Endelea na hiyo barabara yako. That was it. Anyway, after a few days, this guy took the chick back. Like, he really loved her. He really wanted to try and make it work because he wanted to spend the rest of his life with her. Do you think it was a mistake? Before I tell you what happened next, please subscribe if you like the kind of videos that I produce. Also, I encourage you to like and share. This really goes a really long way in improving viewership. Okay, so see, the policeman has taken this chick back higher. Now the chick had promised she's not going to hurt him again, she's going to behave, she's going to cherish him and etc. Hey, folks, it turns out that this guy was balling. He had inherited a clothes retail empire with more than 20 boutiques in Ugandan malls and over 12 spread out across Kenya. The policeman's plan was to introduce this chick gradually to the business so that she could eventually now run the business after they get married. But this chick, sijui nini ilikuwa inamsumbua, like she just always had one foot out of the relationship. She was looking for something like that oomph or that je ne sais quoi that she really didn't feel with this guy. But this policeman is very patient. Like, he just insists until eventually she agrees to introduce him to his dad. But before they could go very far in the dowry arrangements and planning what comes next after that, the chick once again decides she's jumping ship. Like, chui, alimruka kipetero kiyesu. And not very surprisingly, anamwacha for a guy who actually has the exact same personality as Mr. Electronics. This guy is from Mombasa. He's arrogant, he's extravagant, he's loud, like he looks so self-assured. So this chick is like, by the way, this is my kind of guy. I just want someone who looks like he can take care of me, like talks big.
They have left you behind.
Mr. Policeman alishika masikio yake hivi, akasema, I will never, ever allow myself to go through this drama again. Anyway, after some time, he found a girl that he felt they could settle down with. They started a relationship and things moved on for him. Like, things were going on very well for him. On the other hand, this chick, whirlwind romance in Mombasa, raha. She's with this guy, he's taking her places, showering her with gifts. They even settled down. Like, they even had 2 children in quick succession. Pop, pop. But that's when things took a dark turn. The man turned abusive and would smack her left, right, and center. He mistreated her and turned to philandering. This girl was really unhappy. She didn't have a penny to her name, and her family was just about sick and tired of her theatrics. Walikuwa wamenawa mikono. So what does she do? She calls the policeman for help. And because this guy is such a gentleman, he decides he's going to help. He steps in and even books a flight for her and her kids out of Mombasa to Nairobi. They meet up in Nairobi. He gives her some cash, takes her to lunch, and tells her to go home to pick up her broken pieces. He was such a gentleman. Okay, now let's fast forward a couple of years later. Each went their separate ways. This guy eventually got married to that other girl he was dating. The wife even ran his boutique empire. This chick of ours found her way and settled in Uganda with another guy. Like, things seemed to be going pretty well. They even gave birth to a 3rd child. And that was when she received another piece of disturbing news. She was HIV positive. No. She had contracted it from the Mombasa guy way back when, and she didn't even know it. Fortunately, her husband at the time was very understanding, and after some counseling, decided to stay together. Theirs was a difficult life. They struggled for daily necessities, and unfortunately, even this guy became abusive. This girl eventually got out of the marriage and even managed to start over in a small way. But every so often, she thinks about the policeman, the one that got away. The man that God brought into her life, but she wasn't able to see it. This story is indeed a sad story, but it isn't unique. This girl missed a great opportunity because she couldn't see it when it was standing right in front of her face. It made me think about how many opportunities I had missed that were staring right at me. Well, now there's no use crying over spilled milk. The best thing that we can do is to make sure that going forward, we are careful not to let good opportunities pass us by. We need to be alert and discerning. You never know. You may have missed out on great opportunities, mistaking them for non-consequential. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story and learned a lesson or two. That's it from me. Until next time, cheers!